Solution for this problem is to convert these data column of rating and votes into comparable ranges. Okay. So how do we do that? By using min max scalar. So what is min max scalar? To understand what is min max scalar, let us try to understand our ranges. Rating ranges from 0 to 10, number of votes is from 0 to 59,000. Both of them should get converted to another range between 0 and 1. Hello everyone. In the previous episode we saw one of the data sets from IMDb movie rating for the Bollywood movies, right? So we saw many data fields having some issues, like for example the parentheses, we saw how to remove them, and we also saw how to remove these MINs and we convert them, the duration, into the proper minutes and so many things. We also saw interesting data columns of rating and odds, which will definitely be used by many people, right? So we also spoke about how to combine these two data columns to create a new data column called score, right? So that score should be some kind of a function taking these two data columns, rating and votes, and convert that into score. But you can see the ranges of the score is range of the rating is from 0 to 10. These are the average rating, and the vote starting from 0 to 59,000. These two are two different ranges, and that will definitely create some problems. Let's see what is the problem by having this kind of different ranges. Okay, so now let us understand that by having some examples of these movies. Okay, there are 4 movies: Love Kabul Hai, Department, Tashkent Files, and Jurwa 2. According to you, the data which is given, rating and the number of votes, which is the best movie? I'll just give some few seconds to analyze that. I think you would have selected Tashkent Files, not Love Kabul Hai, even though rating is 10. And you would have not selected definitely Department, which is 3.1 rating, which is lowest of all, right? And also not Jurwa 2, because 9,600 people have told it is 3.6 rating. Now, how do I convert these two information into one information? What could be the function f? The function f could be simple addition by adding these two values. So this is what the input and output I'm seeing. The output says 9626 for Jurwa 2, which is more than Tashkent Files. So this is definitely not a very good function for me. There could be another function of multiplying these two. So multiplication of these two would give definitely higher value to Tashkent Files of 74,000, but it does not give a very good input about Love Kabul Hai, which is seemingly good. Like 10 rating has been given out of 5 people voting. That all of 5 have given 10, but the score is least among all. So definitely this is also not working out for us. Why? What is the problem? The problem is the number of votes. That column is influencing the score more, right? Absolute value, you can see it is having 965, so very huge compared to rating. And that is the reason, that is the problem. Solution for this problem is to convert these data column of rating and votes into comparable ranges. Okay, so how do we do that? By using min max scalar. So what is min max scalar? To understand what is min max scalar, let us try to understand our ranges. Rating ranges from 0 to 10, number of votes is from 0 to 59,000. Both of them should get converted to another range between 0 and 1. Right? How do we do that? We use, for example, right, in both of the rating, you can see here on the right hand side, 0 is the minimum value, 1 is the maximum value. Here also the maximum, number of votes, 0 is the minimum and the maximum is 1. We can get this, convert this into the range, comparable range, by using the formula x minus x min divided by x max minus x min. Right, now by applying this formula, let us see how our problem can be resolved. This is the data set which we saw sometime back, example of 4 movies. And now if I convert the rating and number of votes into the min max scalar, this is the output I'm going to get. Okay, now the maximum is 1, minimum is 0. Now apply the same scoring methodology of addition and see if it makes sense to us. right? By addition of rating and number of votes, I am getting this value. You can still, if you can see that yes, Tashkent file is having the highest value, but you can see the Laukubulhe as well as Judwa is something similar, right? It is not so, but according to this is the determination. What if I do the multiplication of these two? The multiplication of these two gives 0 for first two, Laukubulhe and department. That is because the minimum value is 0. Multiplication by anything is getting into 0, right? Even though 5 people have given 10 rating, the value is nothing, right? So Tashkent file is having the highest value of 0.68 and Judwa 2 is the next better movie according to this. It is seeming to be okay, but what is happening is we are giving the equal weightage for both rating and number of votes. We can improvise this methodology of the function f by adding more weightage to maybe rating, more weightage to maybe number of votes or whatever it is, but ultimately this is the way. But of course, compared to the top columns here, whatever we are seeing, definitely this one is much better than this one, right? That is what we can determine. Okay, so result is scale scoring is more meaningful. Now this is a theory part. Let's get into the notebook, Python notebook, and continue the notebook and see how we can apply the min-max scalar to our data set. Okay, so welcome back to the notebook. So this was the notebook that we started. If you see, we have already imported the data from the data.world website, and we have done the null value cleaning, basic cleaning like removing unwanted text and converting into integers and data type and things like that. Now we are working on the calculated fields, which was the score value, but before that we also wanted to understand the min-max scalar. So this is what we are doing now, right? What we are trying to do is to convert the range of the rating and the vote column to 0 to 1. That is nothing but min-max scalar, and that is done using the library sklearn pre-processing. In that we have a function called min-max scale. Min-max scale is it's a mapping function. It takes whatever you give and converts into a range between 0 and 1 according to the scale, right? So for example, I can just show you, if I give min-max scale, within that if I give a list of values, let us say 12, 9 and 10 and 8, and just if I give these values, it is getting converted to 1, 0.25, 0.5, 0. So the minimum value always becomes 0, the maximum value, which is 12, will also become 1, and the intermediate values will be getting converted to the respective numbers according to the scale. So now we are applying that to the entire column of rating and votes, and this is what we are trying to do. For example, I can run this separately and show you the output. Right, I'm doing the min-max scale of data frame of rating. If I do that, I get the values which are as an array, and now I need to convert this array into the series and assigning to a new column of the data frame called rating underscore scale. Okay, so if I execute that cell, both rating and votes are getting converted to the scaled values of 0 and 1. Okay, now as part df of what is that, voting rating underscore scale, right? I'll just copy this value here, plus data frame of votes underscore scale has to be with this. So if I execute unwanted tab there, so this is got converted. Now I want to print the value of the data frame and see the df score, and this is the df score. You can see the value is getting added. So basically it is 0.7 plus 0.0014, and this is how it is getting affected. Now if you want to see those entries which are having better score, I can see that score is greater than 0.9, right? So this will give me all the information where the value is greater than 0.9. Okay, so these are all the ones with Three Idiots, A Wednesday, Andhandhun, Ashok Vatika. These are all the better movies which are having 0.9 and more. This is how we can see how to convert a particular column into the proper range and then create a new column based on those two values so that we can make the better sense out of these features. Thank you for watching. Let us understand the next concept, which is nothing but encoding, and in that we have label encoding and on-hot encoding. We'll touch upon this topic in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice one. Bye bye.